Everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more. I almost said Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I guess she's from it, though. He's from Final Fantasy VIII. I haven't really gotten into the lore of these characters. Last time, we went around Traverse Town getting the lay of the land and had a bit of a squall with Leon here. We were also briefed on the fact that things are looking dire and we've been thrust into a universal apocalypse. Leon has no idea where we might find our friends. Now, we just gotta talk to him and tell him that we're ready to fight off the Heartless. Yeah, I'm ready. Yuffie, let's go join Aerith. She should be there now with the other visitors. Leon!
Yuffie, go!
Yuffie!
Sora, let's go!
That had me on the floor laughing. Don't bother with a small fry. Find the leader. Let's go! This got so awesome so fast, just leaping out of windows and everything. These are soldiers. They are actually reasonably tough for this point. They're just tall enough that I think I could probably air combo them. You see how much damage that did? Yeah, that ain't just because I sacrificed defense. They actually hit pretty hard no matter what. You can probably reliably ignore the enemies should you wish. Not if you want to open a treasure chest, you can't. I guess I gotta take you out. All right, well, you were low on health, that's nice. Pretty bulky, pretty heavy. They usually attack with kicks, just spinning all around. There's another chest up there. God, I'm just finding all of the distractions. It's how I do. Oh! Didn't stun you somehow. Only one of them. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine. Doing a good job there. And then we'll go over here, grab this. Pop, pop. Get a potion. Lift that up, and then we'll chuck it. Grab onto this ledge and get a very well hidden chest right over here. There are hidden items all over the place. I'm still finding new stuff. I'm sure that you guys will tell me about ones I don't know about. And believe me, I was very thorough in checking for them the last time that I played and while doing research, and it's a lot. If you don't want to go through a door accidentally in the middle of a fight, use lock-on. That was kind of one of the hard lessons I had to learn when getting used to using lock-on as a kid. I didn't really think that right away. My childhood name for soldiers was clowns. I'm not joking. We just thought they were creepy clowns. There's another treasure chest up here, getting us another potion. And is there anything there? Just a door? Okay. Let's talk about our Keyblade a little bit now that we're having to use it a lot more. By going into equipment, we can see that its name is the Kingdom Key. The Keyblade has stats. In this case, it's raising our attack by 3. Additionally, weapons can have hidden stats. Weapons have a critical percentage. The Kingdom Key is a 1x, which means that it's a, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I did not mean to go in there just yet. I thought that led to somewhere else. All right, well, I got mixed up with the door on the opposite side. The Kingdom Key has a 1x crit rate, which is roughly a 20% chance of critting, and like I said before, not all attacks can crit, just certain special moves and combo finishers. Criticals outright deal double damage, unless, oh, wow, I am just seeing all of the things that I don't mean to see. Well, while I'm here, I might as well do this. Yeah, if you smack these guys, they get upset. These are called white mushrooms. I can't do anything with them yet, much to my chagrin. I would love to play with them right now. With them all taken out, I can grab that. It's another pretty stone. All right. So critical damage. It is outright double damage, but add 20% to it if you have any ability that increases it. Speaking of which, I kind of think increasing critical damage, contrary to how a lot of other games work, it's not the most helpful thing in the world. Basically, any regular Heartless is gonna fall apart at the sight of one critical hit. I kinda don't think that tripling or quadrupling your damage is going to be that meaningful most of the time. It's great against bosses, don't get me wrong, it's just most of the time you're gonna be fighting these guys. There are a couple of regular enemies that are affected by criticals in a meaningful way, but yeah. Should we try to go back to the first district? The first district is secure, so if you run into trouble, come back here. Well, while we're here, we might as well talk to Aerith. So you're the Keyblade Master. Please be careful. Mega Potion. She will not give you that after this point, so it's very worth your time to go here and check it out. Wait, there was more I meant to do in here. Yuffie is looking at this wall. The first district is all clear, but I don't know about the third district. You might call it a door. You see these boards in front of it? What is a wall but a door that you can't move? Yeah? Uh-huh. We got postcards to send off. We'll send the second one in, get a mithril shard. Still not clear what those are for. And it's time we go back to the second district. On the way, open that up, get another postcard. I guess we're going back again. Fun fact, when I wrote Aerith's name in my notes to talk about that mega potion, my autocorrect tried to change her name to Roth. Ouch. As much as I'd love to stay in chat, we got places to be. We are aiming for a place called the third district, so just explore around till you find such a place. The enemies are not that consequential. The first time that I saw that cutscene with Leon swinging the Keyblade and it teleporting back to Sora, it gave me an idea for how Sora could make money really easily using the Keyblade. He could demonstrate how powerful it is, sell it to an onlooker, and then when they go to use it for the first time, it's just teleported back to Sora. Infinite money! It's in the name of saving the world, so it's fine.
Oh. Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Let's go get him! Goofy!
The key!
Oh boy, we get an example of fighting together as a group. Donald is the mage, Goofy is the knight. Reed, tank. He's a man of my taste, fighting by bashing things with a shield. I love it. You don't want to swing too wildly at soldiers, like I said before, because, well, like I said before, they hit pretty hard. Oh, Lady and the Tramp. Oh, that's so cute. Our second big encounter. This is guard armor. If we could see his health, he would have 2 health bars. His hands are extremely easy to counter and are what I would go for first. By just swinging randomly, we parried his attack and got tech points, no problem. He can stomp you and do quite a lot of damage. Donald's over there doing some healing. I sure don't have trouble getting healed by the gift fellow. No, I don't. Well, I don't think he actually healed me. I think he healed Goofy, but you know what I mean. I'm not exactly selling you on this. You just want to beat up the limbs, and then you can attack the body with a lot more ease. Perhaps relative ease. Each limb drops loads and loads of health balls, and I find that when one of them goes down, the others go down almost immediately after. It's almost like swinging wildly distributes the damage evenly or something. Just gonna swing at the body, do our air combos, rep out our attacks super quick-like. Get out of the way of that. I don't need to be picking up these balls. Man, having giant shoes is my thing. You need to stop copying my style. Guard armor is an example of an enemy that had its appearance updated in Final Mix. Originally, it was solid purple in color. I like this color scheme quite a bit more for it. I have mixed feelings on a lot of the redesigns. Soldiers were changed to look more silvery, more gold, whereas they were silver in the original. Lady and the Tramp there in the fountain is kind of interesting. It's the only appearance that movie has ever had in any form in Kingdom Hearts. So seeing it so early here in the first game, you think it would have had, I don't know, something, a character, a location, anything really. But we're slashing away, we're hacking away, we're hacking slashing away. Probably shouldn't be too many more hits. I think we're doing quite well. He has some other attacks that we haven't seen yet because we're just cleaning up. We took out the foot. Now you got a cute nickname, Torso Boy. No, I thought he was gonna do something else, but I guess he's not. How did I only get hit at the end of that? I thought for sure I was playing with fire. Oh no, we're done! We got max HP, and Goofy leveled up twice and disappears too quickly. Yuck. Oh, and my childhood name for this thing was the Toy Soldier. I don't know why it was less threatening than the regular soldier, but I guess I didn't know they were called soldiers. I got there eventually. Obtained Brave Warrior. There's your free accessory.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the king.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh?
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
This boat runs on happy faces.
Happy? Jeez.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Double duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys. Slug on the eyes, they're all built rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
Make sure you're prepared for the journey ahead of you. We don't know how far the Heartless have spread. Check out the shops here. They got some pretty neat stuff. This is from all of us. 500 money. Spend it as you see fit. And this is from Leon. He looks embarrassed. He'll only give up that elixir should you beat him in the street fight. Good luck. I hope you find your friends. Look out for each other. Keep your spirits up.
The gummy ship is outside the gate.
See you again! You can teleport to the gummy ship for save points. There's hidden Mickeys all over this world. You can see it at the top of the sign. Open the save menu and select gummy ship. Not all save points let you board the gummy ship. The what?
That's a ship!
Wait till you see it. Donald, watch your tongue. Hold on.
Sora, this is for you.
Attain the power of fire. Apparently you can just hand that to someone. I guess Leon knows all about that by drawing magic from enemies. Use magic to cast spells. To cast quickly, assign spells to shortcut buttons in the customize menu. Casting magic consumes MP. Using ethers or striking enemies replenishes MP.
Now you can use magic too. Goofy, give him the little thing.
What?
You know.
Oh yeah. Sora learned dodge roll. You just handed it to him. Activate abilities by equipping them. Some abilities are used by pressing square. Others work automatically. Equip them in the abilities menu. Activating them requires AP. Abilities allow you to do all sorts of things. Guess we should look for them along the way, huh? Okay, is that it? Let's get going.
Not till we're ready.
Well, I see big adventures coming their way. Looks like it's up to me to keep track of it all in my journal. We got a lot of ground to cover right away. First of all, our abilities. I got 1 AP, might as well use it on something. Dodge roll? Oh, it feels so good. It's like a new pair of shoes. Hey, look at this mark. I wonder what it is. This is a Trinity mark. They appear in many places, only the blue ones react in the beginning. Sora, Donald, and Goofy can perform various Trinity moves beside these marks. You press triangle. I guess that's why they call it a Trinity. That'll send us up here to this treasure chest. And you get another postcard. But what if that wasn't the first Trinity that you discovered? What if it was another one entirely? Well, the cutscene actually adjusts for that. You can see that here. Sending in that postcard wins us a Mega Ether, restoring MP to all party members. I don't see myself using this terribly much, because you kind of all have to be low at the same time for it to be worth it, but it's nice. We got these clowns over here. There are Dalmatians named Pongo and Perdita living in the 2nd district. What's wrong? They're quite upset, these Dalmatians. They've lost their puppies. Squall can't stop worrying about it. Call me, Leon. Sora, would you look for the puppies? Help him out. Aww. And now he's silent. Please find the puppies for him. For him. Leon is really cute sometimes. It's really sweet. At this point, the town is now devoid of any Heartless. You're free to explore to your heart's content, and we can run into Leon here and get a cute little scene that won't be here later. This is the puppy's home. When their world disappeared, they were torn away from their family and scattered to other worlds. I bet the little guys are terrified. They must be. Sora, I'm counting on you. I don't know if this is an intentional bit of continuity, but I've always interpreted this a certain way that I think really adds something. Leon's concern about dogs could be a reference to his story, where his love interest, Rinoa, has a dog named Angelo. I kinda like to think that that's why he has such an attachment to this. If his world was destroyed, he was separated from her, and this could be one small way that he could still hold on to her. Another reference to Rinoa are the wings on the back of his jacket matching hers. The 99 puppies were lost amid the chaos of their world's destruction. Find them in various worlds. Pongo and Perdita are, well, heartbroken. This great big house is completely empty. It's accurate to the movie in a lot of ways, having this piano here that's there in a famous scene. In fact, I think now could be a good opportunity for me to talk about the first movie that I want to talk about in relation to this game. That's right, it's time to talk about Secondhand Lions. Yeah, I went to go see this movie because it starred Haley Joel Osment, who is also the voice of Sora. Kingdom Hearts made me a fan of his, and this movie came out shortly after Kingdom Hearts. I imagine I'm not the only one to have this experience, though none of my friends who like Kingdom Hearts do. A thing I like about this movie is that I could hear Sora's voice come out sometimes when he'd say lines like,
"No television? What do you do?"
I watched this movie again this year to see if it held up, and at the risk of a tangent, here's what I thought. I actually really like the bonding between the boy Walter and his uncles, how he adapts to life on the farm and sees his uncles as mostly good under their rough exteriors. The bar fight scene was probably my favorite part, telling us so much about the characters and being bona fide hilarious while doing it. And this was the main reason that I wanted to go off on this tangent. I looked it up and I was not alone on this. There's a YouTube upload of the bar fight with 50 million views. I didn't even think this movie was half that popular. That might be the most views I've ever seen on a movie highlight ever. Seriously, here's a comparison of what I'd consider some of the most famous movie scenes in existence. It's not even close how much more popular Secondhand Lions is than that. I won't talk about the movie too much more because it's really not on topic, but there was a scene that really touched me when Walter gave his uncle a talk. I won't spoil what it was about, but I gave my grandfather this talk once and it had a real positive impact on his final years. I liked it. I thought it was a bit generic and schmaltzy at times, but it was still good. I gotta point out that there's a scene where Walter is told that he has to smile through everything and has to work on his smile. It made me chuckle because the exact same thing happened to Sora, and I just pictured him doing that IRL. I just want to say, why is it every time there's a movie where a kid goes to live with old people, there's always a tower on top of the house, and the kid either lives in it or he isn't allowed to enter because of some horrifically dark secret? I guess both are kind of true in Secondhand Lions though, but if that's not a trope already, it really should be. Oh, you wanted me to talk about 101 Dalmatians? Yeah, I've never seen it. Sorry, little kid me thought it was a girl movie, so I didn't want to watch it. I don't exactly know what my criteria was for that, but don't worry, I've seen basically every other movie that's important to this game. I suppose we'll just go see Sid if no one else is around. I wanted to talk to him anyway. Donald's up on the table. Things have disappeared from my shop recently, and these weird noises I keep hearing, man. Nothing else to say? Okay. I wouldn't recommend purchasing any of these items. There are better uses for your money. It'll be okay, guys. It'll be okay. We'll get them all back. We will be getting every single Dalmatian as in this difficulty that is necessary for the complete ending of the game. If you were playing on Proud mode, it would not be necessary. You would get the ending upon completion no matter what. Now, the third district has got a few interesting things for us indeedy. If we go behind the fountain, then right back here is a second Trinity mark. Come on. Sorry, just walking in these things is kind of awkward. Go! Got loads of money. Wanted to go here before doing any form of shopping and get a camping set. That there restores all HP and 3 MP of any party member, but can only be used from the menu. Basically, it's a weaker cottage. It's a bit cheaper, you know, we're at 700 money. That seems pretty good. And then there's this, currently closed off. Or is it? We got magic now. Fire! Fire! Is a homing shot, but it whiffs a lot for a homing shot. Basically, it's a pea shooter. It's able to be shot in rapid succession, which yeah, I'll do it. Fire! Like so. But we don't exactly have a lot of MP, and it's kind of rough. These stones, they move back and forth and can be a little bit tricksy. I remember having to swim all the way back many, many times as a kid. Would you believe me if I told you that it was recently discovered that they move relative to Sora's speed? It means that walking finally has a purpose. Then we can't do anything with that. Just remember that for later. Let's go into the empty room. Sounds like a nice, inviting, friendly place.
There's something about this musty place. It reminds me of the secret place back home, where we used to scribble on the walls. Remember?
Kyrie?
Sora?
Well, well. You've arrived sooner than I expected. I love this song. I would leave it on for hours. What? You knew we were coming? Of course. Are you Harl? Damn! That's worse than calling him old. Oh my, no. My name is Merlin. As you can see, I am a sorcerer. I spend much of my time traveling. That was a little awkward to read. It's good to be home. Your king has requested my help. King Mickey? Yes, indeed. Donald the Goofy? And who might you be, young man? I'm Sora. Ah, so you have found the key. What did the king ask you to do? Just a moment. Loading, loading, loading. Presto! I believe you mean higgity biggity woggity whack. I could never forget that scene. I first saw it on a Disney VHS sing-along tape that I had as a kid, and much to my parents' chagrin, I knew all of the words and would sing along with it every time. There now. Ahem. Your king asked me to train you in the art of magic. We can start anytime you like. Let me know when you're ready to begin the training. Oh, and one more thing. She stares into your soul. Hello, I am the fairy godmother. Your king asked me to help you. I will assist you throughout your journey. I do not know how much help I can be of, how much I can be of help, but do stop by anytime. Practicing magic is just that, practicing magic. You go up into Merlin's attic on this floating little tile, And it's just basically a safe space where you can use spells and just kind of see what they do before spending MP on it. It doesn't deplete any MP whatsoever, and you fight Merlin's furniture. You can either move or stay put. When you're ready to call it quits, walk up to Merlin and select cancel. Practice magic. We'll select moving targets so you can see how horrendous this ability truly is. Let's go.
Fire!
Well, like 1 out of 5 hits there worked, and I was locked on. Yeah, it whiffs all of the time. I do not like using fire, and it's all we got right now. I understand that I am spamming it, and I'm not really trying to aim it that hard, but believe me, you will try to aim it, and it will not work some of the time. Yeah, see that? Well, that time it was stationary, so that doesn't count. Move around. Move, miss. Got it.
See ya.
Well, I hit something else. I guess that one's kind of on me. I missed that giant chair. I can't tell if I hit anything because Goofy's neck was in the way. Well, I got that. If I missed that, I would have been impressed. Sometimes you're gonna have to be at point blank range. It can be a good idea to maybe, oh, here. Follow up with a magic attack at the end of a combo. I still missed. I actually missed the cabinet. Jumping makes your magic come out quicker. This is faster than that. You see how Sora like leans down a little bit, takes a moment? Compared to that where he just whips it out. Hi guys, you okay? Let's cancel that, and I think we should be able to go down. Whenever we meet new characters, I would like to give you a bit of a history lesson because there is so much to appreciate here. So many references, so many characters from so much history. Let's learn about the history of brooms. Enchanted brooms with a life of their own. They tidy up, maintain the gummy ship, do house repairs, wait on others, just about anything useful. They swept onto the screen in Fantasia, 1940. If you're not sure where we saw these, they were in the background of a cutscene in Disney Castle. Let's check out Merlin. A great sorcerer living in the outskirts of Traverse Town. Merlin's wisdom and magic powers rank second to none, and he teaches Sora and his friends about magic. He has a mysterious bag that can hold anything, no matter how large. Merlin first tutored Arthur in how to be a king in The Sword and the Stone. And the fairy godmother. A powerful but generous and good-hearted fairy who helps Sora and his friends, slightly absent-minded, but an expert at magic. She gives Sora and the others lessons in magic as well as advice on their journey. She first appeared as Cinderella's fairy godmother in Cinderella. We haven't stopped and talked to her yet, so we'll head over to the carriage. Hi. My world has disappeared too. Goofy's just smiling and nodding. My world has disappeared too. I'm so worried about Cinderella. I think about all the dead children that are, okay. For one other small detail, Merlin has a birdhouse in his, well, house, and he's got kind of a theme of owls going on. This is a reference to his pet owl, Archimedes, from The Sword and the Stone. And that is all for Merlin's place. Now that we have the ability to shove our key into a lock, I thought I'd show this one over here. This takes us all the way back to the first district. Handy little shortcut. And there's no longer planks of wood there, so it's no longer a wall. Next, I want to take us into the item shop. There's a front entrance and a back entrance. A little bit of healthy competition for Sid having it right next door. It's Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Donald's nephews. Louie does an okay job as long as we keep an eye on him. Of course they get normal voices. Have you not seen DuckTales 2017? I did all the cleaning today. I dare you to find one speck of dust. Uncle Donald, how about helping us clean the shop? Oh, come on. Well, I actually want to just hit the ceiling fan above us and obtain a postcard. I prefer that over shopping anything. There's a lot to talk about here. First of all, I want to go to the journal. There's character bios for everyone. Sora is a spirited youth. He was cast into an unknown world when a swarm of Heartless raided his island. He battles the Heartless with a mysterious weapon called the Keyblade as he searches for his friend Kairi. No mention of Riku. Don't worry, that'll get changed. Instead, there we go, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. One of Donald's nephews, Huey is the leader, and he keeps playful Dewey and laid-back Louie in line. You can spot Huey from his trademark red cap. Huey began tormenting his Uncle Donald in Donald's Nephews. I don't think a lot of people realize that these characters have been around since the 30s, assuming that they debuted in the critically acclaimed TV classic Quack Pack. Another bit of history I'd like to highlight while we're in here is Daisy Duck. Donald's sweetheart. She's helping Minnie while the others look for King Mickey. She has Donald under her thumb, and she does a good job keeping him in line. She originally appeared as Daisy in Mr. Duck Steps Out in 1940. I was curious about the whole as Daisy thing. This is because she was a rework of an earlier character named Donna Duck that debuted in 1937. Donald Duck, the royal magician, skilled in magic but can be short-tempered and stubborn. He set out on the gummy ship with Goofy to find the king. Donald has joined forces with Sora, the key bearer, alluded to in the king's letter. Donald made his screen debut in The Wise Little Hen in 1934. Goofy, captain of the Royal Knights. He avoids fighting whenever possible, Mickey's most loyal subject. He set out in the gummy ship with Donald to find King Mickey. He has joined forces with Sora, obeying King Mickey's command to follow the key bearer. Goofy made his first screen debut in Mickey's Revue in 1932. And all the way tucked away in characters too, you really shouldn't be so humble, buddy. Jiminy Cricket. That's me, the cricket who keeps Pinocchio straight on the straight and narrow. I'm along on the quest as a royal chronicler. Look for me in Pinocchio, released in 1940. Sure, we can take a look at Riku and Kairi while we're at it. A self-confident youth, always competing with Sora. He hated the monotony of island life and built a raft with Sora and Kairi to explore the outside world. Riku seems to have vanished along with Destiny Islands. Kairi, Sora, and Riku were best friends. They built a raft to sail out and see new worlds. The three were separated when a mysterious force struck Destiny Islands. Thus, Sora's search for Kairi began. I have no idea what Mickey Mouse looks like! King of Disney Castle. He set out to learn more about the darkness and left instructions for Donald and Goofy to find and follow the keybearer. No one knows where King Mickey is now, but they are determined to find him. He made his debut in Steamboat Willie in 1928, where all of this began. Then we got this scale. We can step on it, and if you watch closely, that needle moves, showing how much Sora weighs, kind of. As you can see, Donald and Goofy are apparently figments of Sora's imagination because they don't weigh anything. Sora imagined them after he went insane after all of his friends and family died while he was cursed with the extreme survivor's guilt and lives out his days in a straitjacket in an asylum, imagining adventures with movie characters that he liked as a child. Yeah, that's about how I feel about the stupid Ash in a Coma theory. Just stop saying things like this. And I have saved the worst for last. One of the only references to a Disney ride is the riverboat from Magic Kingdom in Disneyland. This really pains me to have to break this to some of you who have not heard yet. The riverboat is no more. They shut it down permanently a few weeks ago at the time of recording this video, and they are seriously draining the rivers of America and destroying Tom Sawyer Island to make way for Cars Land. Of all the movie series that could have been given its own land in Magic Kingdom, it's freaking Cars. It just embodies how everything's gotta be based on a popular movie now, and you can't just make stuff like Big Thunder Mountain or Pirates of the Caribbean anymore, which was a ride before it was a movie, if you're unaware. Sorry, I had a rant about that in me. It's out, we're done. We'll go ahead and check this out. So we can buy potions and high potions, not that exciting. You can buy ethers. Honestly, pretty good. Not a lot of magic recovery items for a while. Could be worth saving up for them. What you really want right away, however, is some new weapons. Donald's staff, by default, looks like that icon. It's a reference to the Black Mages from Final Fantasy. That is his role, after all. And he, can heal you sometimes, too. Donald has the Morning Star, which, according to Louis, heightens magic power and can also be used as a weapon. And the Warhammer, which reduces max MP by 1 and is built for combat. Putting it succinctly, Donald should never get melee weapons. This fooled me as a kid because they cost more, so I assumed they were better. And, he needs to have melee attacks every once in a while. He will only use melee attacks when he's low on MP and if an enemy happens to be close by him. And also, you see it reduces his MP. MP has a lot of bearing on the power of your spells. There is no magic stat, it is merged with max MP, so he's going to be doing less damage overall if you have this in your possession. So I'm gonna be going for the Morning Star. Oh, I don't quite have enough money to get this. All right, so the Smasher is a small shield made for attack rather than defense, and the Stout Shield is a large shield that protects against various attacks, boosting his defense more. I kind of like going all in on attack. Goofy is a wonderful party member. He's really, really good and can hit for a lot of damage, so I'm probably gonna focus on that with him for a while. Later on, he has another stat that becomes incredibly overpowered, but we'll get there, we'll get there. The thing is that, okay, well I got a postcard I can send, got a mithril. I haven't equipped my weapon. I have not equipped my weapon, what am I doing? We go into our equipment, we swap out the mage's staff. Can I see what that looks like? Yeah, right there. That's what it looks like, just a little black mage. And then the morning star is, well, the morning star. I didn't really get the pun. That buffs his strength by 1, giving us the same MP that he has. I suppose maybe this wasn't the best investment after all. And then HP and strength for Donald, no, we'll put that on Goofy as he prioritizes those stats a lot more. It won't let me sell their default weapons, which is a crying shame because there's not any harm in selling your old weapons, really. There's only a few that I'd recommend holding on to, so most of the time you're pretty good to sell them. Out of everything, I'll drop the Pretty Stone. They're classified as a material, but they serve no purpose other than to be sold. And if it's between that and having more attack on Goofy, I would rather have the higher attack on Goofy. There's that Knight's Shield, his default weapon, got a little Mickey on it, and then we got this one, which is all teeny tiny, and it's got a fleur-de-lis on it, which I thought was an ear of corn for so much of my childhood, and my mom made fun of that because she's part French. Okay, I realize that this treasure chest back in the first district, it will not open, there must be some secret to opening it. It probably had you screaming at your screen if this is your first time seeing this, so I thought I would just make things a little bit nicer for you by doing that. There's a Trinity mark right over by the exit too! I did not grab this right away, crap! I could have gotten a lot more money. Well, that's everything that I wanted to do in Traverse Town. I say that we're primed for the road ahead. Next time on Kingdom Hearts, we set sail for the stars. See you guys then.